The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, the Most Reverend Dr. Samuel Kaziimba Mugalu, has urged parents to safeguard their children, especially during the holiday season, and expressed concerns about challenges within the institution of marriage, calling for a renewed focus on its sanctity. This was earlier today while he was delivering his Christmas message in Namirembe.
I urge you all to take care of your children, especially now that they are on holiday. Don't just allow your children to watch TV all the time. Engage them, keep them busy, keep them some values they need to embrace. I also want to alert all students, parents, and teachers about the dangers of individuals trying to lure children into homosexuality with the promises of money and sponsorship. Those using social media, I urge you to use it respectfully and meaningfully. I urge you all families to reduce their spending this Christmas so you have enough to pay school fees in January. Christmas is not a season for eating as if you have never eaten.
His Grace called upon the nation to acknowledge Jesus in their lives, reminding them on who to look on to, especially during this period of time.
This Christmas, I call upon us to acknowledge that our God is a God who gives. Too many of us look in the wrong places for answers to our challenges. But I want you to know that most of the so-called answers on social media are not true.
Also, His Grace pointed out some of the notable achievements of the year 2024, including the completion of the church house date, consecration of All Saints Cathedral, consecration and enthronement of various bishops, among others.
Despite the challenges we have faced this year, like floods in some places, like death, misfortunes, and others, but still, the year 2024 has been a year of victory as we cleared the debt on Namirembe Church House. We have other achievements. Many people have been transformed in their spiritual lives. We have had cathedrals opened, like All Saints Cathedral, Nakasero, Kampala, and also St. Matthew's Cathedral, Silonko. We have had many bishops consecrated, including the Assistant Bishop of the Diocese of Kampala.
In attendance was Canon Ruth Nankabirwa, the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, who charged natives to embrace opportunities put up by the government and the church such that the issue of unemployment can be addressed.
I just want to use this opportunity to call upon all of you to take on the opportunities that government has brought that can create jobs. Don't minimize, don't look down upon any chance that has come. When you work, we know that we shall maintain church. Church has a lot of responsibilities where we have to participate, all of us. Try to look around. Don't ignore our leaders. Try to know the government projects that we have tried to bring. One by one makes a bundle. 2025 should be a year really of great success.
The provincial head of laity, John Tereraho, used the platform to remind parents of their responsibility in bringing up the young generation, since they are the future of the nation.
Whatever decision we make, friends, must bear in mind the young people we have brought forth into this world. We are the ones who produce these children. We have a responsibility of raising them in the knowledge of God, but also in preparing them to take over this country one day, because we are certainly going. And when we go, our children should be ready to be useful citizens for this country. They cannot unless they are protected. They need to be protected from the violence, and they need to be protected from all sorts of things that are affecting their well-being.
Relatively, the Provincial Mothers Union President, Grace Murenjezi, appealed to the women to be understanding and avoid asking for excessive things at home, which at some times causes violence in homes.
During this particular time of Christmas, that's where domestic violence becomes a bit more. And times it is both by mothers demanding. You know, mothers, you can demand a dress, you can demand dresses for the children. We want cooked chicken, we want matoke, you know. So I urge mothers, let us be considerate. Let us see what we have and we manage in the resources we have at hand. I know they are enough and they can do it. And I also want to urge mothers that let us work. Let us not just sit down.
I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year 2025.